Hello, a warm welcome to the Waupaca Regional Center of Fox Valley Technical College. We have been a part of this community for many years and are proud to be in this building now since 2007. We offer a wide range of educational opportunities for the Waupaca area, including program coursework, leading to many degrees opportunities, contract training for business and industry, adult basic education and high school completion, and a host of avocational classes for the hobbyist. I'd like to introduce you to our frontline staff here in Waupaca. We have Ashley Buck, Linda Ensley, Chris Karras, and Michelle Rogenbauer. Together they provide a range of services to our clients, our students, and the community. We offer a range of services here at the front counter, including enrollment in courses, application to the college, assistance with financial aid, cashiering, and taking care of all kinds of matters with the college, student services and support systems. We're very fortunate to have the Waupaca County Job Center located here in our facility. It is a self-service operation. Students and the general public are welcome to come here, gain access to the Wisconsin job site, to work through the process of building resumes and learning how to apply for jobs, seeking employment in various ways, connecting with the unemployment services in the state. In addition, we have on-site case managers here for youth apprenticeship programming and also for dislocated workers. So we're here to try to help students and their families, to help the community at large with the job search process, with the employment connections that are important in the community, and also with support services when needed. So we're standing in our one of our labs, which is designed for virtual classroom delivery. The college has moved to a series of ways to deliver coursework remotely to students who can access the internet either here on campus or from home. By using the virtual classroom, students are in class real-time with fellow students and with the instructor, but can access the class from anywhere. This is a wonderful opportunity for our students, and it's allowed us to really broaden the number of courses that we can offer to students in the regional setting. This is particularly important for those students who are seeking full degree programs, because many of the courses that they would have to travel to another site to obtain can be obtained online or through this distance learning technology right here in our center or in their homes. The advantage, obviously, of coming to the center is that we can support them with technology. We're here to provide assistance and to troubleshoot for things if that's important. And also it gives them the opportunity to interact with other students in the class and in other classes as well. This is one of our smaller classrooms. We have several classrooms here in our facility in Waupaca. This classroom was actually set up originally for interactive television course delivery. We don't use that mode of delivery any longer, but we do make use of this equipment to connect people with other sites for meetings of various kinds. It's also a great place to make a presentation to students or for students to present to fellow students. And it also allows students to connect with employers or potential employers in other parts of the country where they can do face-to-face online job interviews. It gives them a chance to have kind of that experience of being in the interview room with somebody and not have to travel across the country to get there. This is the Johnson Family Conference Center. One of the things that we're very proud of here in Waupaca is that we have the opportunity to play host to a number of businesses and industries for contract training, for meetings, for some of the kinds of things they need to do to be successful in the community. This room is used by most of those groups for a variety of reasons. It's also used by community organizations for meetings. We play host to a number of nonprofit organizations in the community. And of course, we do use it for classes as well. It's used predominantly for larger classes or classes where you need a little bit of space to move around, things like emergency medical services coursework. And so it's been a very active room for us, and we've been blessed with a number of rooms that were actually donated and dedicated to our facility by members of the community. The Johnson family helped make this room possible, and were very generous in providing support to us as we built this facility. This is one of our small conference rooms or seminar rooms. It allows a small group of students to get together and have a session, perhaps do a little studying or have a study group. It also allows for meetings of various kinds, and we make use of it for smaller gatherings in the community as well. In addition, as you can see, we have equipment in the corner that allows a faculty member to produce and deliver one of those virtual classroom classes from this site. So while we do have classes that might even take place here in the building on the virtual classroom technology, the instructor may very well be in the building with them, but just not in the same physical space. This is our Gary Tho Industrial Lab. This technology lab was set aside for a variety of manufacturing-oriented coursework. And as you can see, it's filled with equipment. The lab is a host to a variety of contract training sessions that we do, classes in various program areas, and we occasionally move things out of the way and do other things in the room. For example, this past year, we held a huge banquet in here for the gathering of all the humane societies across Wisconsin. This space is used predominantly for assessments by business and industry, including the Waupaca Foundry, which actually provided the funding and support for the equipment and for this space. And they named the space in honor of Gary Tho, who at the time the building was built was the president and one of the founders of the Waupaca Foundry. In addition, Gusmer Enterprises and other companies come in here and make use of the space, and they do what we call program assessments. So they're looking at the skill levels of employees in such areas as mechanical equipment operation and electrical services operation, and it allows the company to gauge where they need to place their training dollars in order to help their employees improve in the work that they do. You may have noticed that most of the floors in our building are carpeted, and I might mention the floors. All of our exterior walls, all of our exterior floors in the building are actually heated with radiant floor heat. One of the things that we're proud of here, your feet never get cold in Waupaca, and it's kind of a nice attribute, particularly during the winter. This room has a tile floor, not carpeted like most of our rooms. We wanted one space where we could get pretty messy if we needed to, and this room was set up so that we could do that. And we've done everything in here from create fairy gardens and get soil all over the floor, painting and a variety of textile arts, basket making, essential oils and aromatherapy, a whole range of things in this classroom, in addition to standard classes for our program areas in science, in business and technology. It's really a very functional, multi-use kind of a space, and we're very pleased to have this kind of flexibility in the building. This is our health lab, and we're very pleased to have this facility in Waupaca as well. As most folks may know, the Veterans Home located in King is adjacent to our downtown area in Waupaca. In addition, we have a number of long-term care facilities and Theta Care hospital facilities here in town. A significant need for healthcare workers, and we are pleased to be a part of the delivery system for preparing and placing healthcare workers in the community. In this facility, we're able to teach phlebotomy, medical assistant coursework, and nursing assistant coursework. And we're very actively working right now to retool our medical assistant delivery model so that we can engage the working employee in those classes, try to provide them a part-time kind of opportunity, perhaps in the evening. So we're looking at retooling that as we go forward, and we'll make good use of this space for that purpose as well. But it's been a very nice facility for us to have, and it's been nice to be able to partner with local community agencies and healthcare organizations to try to meet the needs of the community and the larger Waupaca area. This is another one of our classrooms, and as you might see, it's got a dual functionality to it. It operates as a standard classroom, and for many classes that is adequate, but we also have a number of computers in the room. That was partly to meet the need of students who need increasing access to computers. And as you can see, part of the room is set up much as our other lab was for virtual course delivery. And so again, this space is available to students who are taking those virtual classroom classes and other kinds of things where they need the computers. We also use this room as our primary math lab, and so we offer students a variety of math courses. Those courses are done individually through guided independent study with a faculty member present, and the students have the opportunity to tackle those classes, but when they get stuck or need a little help, they've got a faculty member right in the room to turn to. It works very effectively for us, and it's not impossible that students might be in this room operating on 5, 6, 7 different classes at the same time. They're all working independently through guided independent study, directly with the computer and with their coursework online, and yet they do have that backing and support of the instructional faculty. This is our Business Technology Center and main computer lab here in Waupaca. As you can see, it's set up with dual screens and some additional equipment. So we provide a variety of software packages in our systems and trainers that students in a variety of program areas can access those kinds of software systems, programs, and equipment here in Waupaca, even though their classes may be in some other location. So those students who are commuting into Appleton or Oshkosh for laboratory coursework can complete their homework and can do other coursework here. In addition, I mentioned business technology. We offer a full range of software classes and business technology support classes. in addition to full programs in things like business management, management development, business operations, accounting, accounting assistant, bookkeeping, and a range of things like administrative assistant, administrative professional, office manager, and things like that. So we offer a full range of programming out here and try to provide the equipment necessary to support that. In addition, this space is used every other week. We offer the GED testing here in Waupaca. So for students who are trying to pursue high school completion through the adult GED program, they can do their testing right here in Waupaca. And we offer that again every other week, and we have a good number of students who are coming through to try to complete high school. Something that I think is very important and something that we are proud of that we can offer here in Waupaca. We offer adult basic education and high school completion courses, as I mentioned, and one of the models that we use is the classroom environment, where instruction is done individually, one-on-one, with an instructor in the room. Students come here and have the opportunity to pick up where they left off in high school and to complete their degrees and to move on then to college programming. And we try to do all we can to support that transition and help students find their pathway, find their way to a new career and the kinds of skills and training that they need to be successful. This is our testing lab. I mentioned earlier that we have testing available here not only for our own students in course, but also for students from other colleges and universities. And we provide proctored testing in an environment where they can get online and do the testing that they have to do. We can monitor the testing to make sure that everything is done properly and according to whatever rules or regulations are set down by any individual college that sends them to us. In addition, we provide entrance testing here. The AccuPlacer is what the college uses as an entrance and readiness test, just to get a sense of where students are as they enroll in college. We also provide TABE testing, which is a test of adult basic skills, if you will, to help those students coming back for high school to start at the right place. So they don't have to repeat things they already know. They can begin where they are and move forward from there. This is our student and faculty lounge. This area allows for some vending machines for students. We have a refrigerator so that students can store their lunches if they want when they come in. We have microwaves and a toaster oven so students can heat and cook and prepare things on site. A television provides an opportunity for students with a little extra time to catch up on the news or the weather, or perhaps even watch a soap opera. You never know. We also provide coffee service here on a daily basis. And adjacent to this space right outside the door is a small patio area if students wish to go outside and enjoy the beautiful Waupaca weather that we enjoy. That brings us full circle. This building is built on a square, and we just literally walked around the entire building and gave you a chance to peek into some of the spaces that we are proud of here in Waupaca. This area is our entry lobby and vestibule area, a comfortable place for folks to sit and relax. Some folks will drop a student off and wait here for their student or pick a student up. In addition, it's a comfortable place to sit and read. And we do try to provide a little resource here and there, some magazines or something interesting to look at. I should mention that this building was built a little differently for most of our buildings. We're very sensitive to this community and to the area. It was built with sustainability in mind. So on the exterior, you will note that we have photovoltaic panels on the roof and the front portion of the roof, and we're producing electricity every day. It's not often that we produce more than we use, but when we do, we actually sell it back to the power company and try to bring a little profit back to the college. And in addition, the back half of the roof has solar heat collecting panels, and we actually use that heat that we collect to generate our hot water here in the building and to help circulate hot water through the floor. And our boilers are here to supplement that heat when necessary. So we're very proud of the building. The building itself was built on a site on the eastern side of Waupaca, close to the highway, so it's easy to get to us. We have ample parking, and we'd be happy to welcome you and give you a personal tour if you're interested. We'd love to have you join us here for classes here in Waupaca.